Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to another episode of Flip Your 20 Friday! That felt a little high from my normal pitch. Alright, as per usual, YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Trying to get to that 600 number of followers. Working to get to 1,000, but forward is a pace. So, if these are helping you, the people you care about, please go ahead, share, subscribe, like. Alright. Today's topic is titled Non-Political Lesson I Learned from the Vice Presidential Debate. Non-political lesson learned from the Vice Presidential Debate. All right, I'm specifically saying non-political because there's plenty of, depends on what side you're on. We could say things all day long and have fights and arguments, and I've had those, and I try to avoid them because it's just, to me, I know what I'm doing, who I'm voting for. If you're 18, I hope you do too. So, the non-political piece of it. This is such a great lesson in perspective, right? Your 20 cent. I mean, it is Flip Your 20 Friday. I'm just saying. So, if you watch the debate, or again, if you're younger, maybe your parents did, I don't know, maybe your teacher had you watch it for like a social studies or civics class or something. Here's the great thing about perspective. Let's say you have a Democrat and a Republican, both dug in on their sides, right? Like, forgetting on undecided people, someone voting for Biden, someone voting for Trump. They both saw the exact same thing. They saw all the things, they heard the words, they saw the fly, right? They saw the same thing. But their perceptions, totally different. Where I know what I believe and what I listened to and what I believe I heard and how I heard it. And then I went on Facebook that night during the debate, and then Twitter the next morning. And I intentionally looked at people who were voting for the person I'm not voting for, and I want to see what they were saying. And it's like night and day, right? People who think similar to me were saying one thing. People voting or on the other side of the aisle, voting for the other person, saw it totally different. And I'm not surprised by it, but when you see it, you're like, huh? Well, we saw the same thing. But that's how perspective works. The experience, the situation, the circumstance is the same, but our perception, our paradigm, our 20 cent changes everything. And that's based on your past experience, your emotions, your mood, how your day's going, how you've interacted with someone like that before. There's so many things that go into your 20 cent. And it's kind of like, and that's with anything. Like, imagine a more innocent, perhaps, example. You go to see a movie. Let's say it's a scary movie. I do not like scary movies. I'm a scaredy cat. If you read my book, there's a part in there that tells you why. I'm a scaredy cat. I don't do scary movies. But if I had a friend over and we're watching a scary movie and I'm like, oh, I'd be like this, la 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 la. Or I'd make sure the lights are on so I'm not like terrified going to bed at night. But my friend could be like, oh my God, oh, he just chopped his arm off. And I'm like, cowering in the corner. We're seeing the same thing. But our perspectives give us a whole different experience. And that's with every situation. With your classmates, with your teachers, with your students, with your colleagues, with your siblings, with your children, with your spouse, with your partner, with your boss, with your employees, with your neighbors. We come with our own perspective and everything we believe is true and that we know, and especially when you're dug in. And whatever the topic is, I'm not just saying politics, whatever the topic is. And when someone else comes with something different, we're like, what an idiot. Or can you believe she said that? Or, what about her? And don't get me wrong, I've done it too, so I'm going to be fully honest with you. But I think that this is a great moment to realize and appreciate People have different perspectives on things that seem obvious to us. But their obvious is different. It's like if there's this great cartoon I've posted on Instagram sometimes. It's a picture of like two people, like say me here and you there, and we're looking at the ground, and I see on the ground the number 9 painted. I'm looking at a 9. But you're on your side, you're looking at it, and you see the number 6. And I'm like, 9! And you're like, 6. I'm like, 9, you idiot! 6, are you blind? Are you dumb? Are you what? What's wrong with you? We're both right. I see a 9, you see a 6. And I'm bringing this up for the simple fact of this. What if, in everyday life, forget politics for a moment, let's just forget it for a second. What if in the simple basic things, before we just react to someone or snap at someone, we go, are they looking at a 9 or are they looking at a 6? And appreciate that they have a different perspective. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to go skipping, holding hands down the street. Probably don't do that. But even in the simple things, we jump to conclusions, or why are they such a jerk, or ignorant, or dumb, or this, or whatever adjective. What if before we say that, we just think, are they looking at a 9 or a 6? Because I'm looking at the 9. Maybe because we never know what people are coming with. Maybe they're having a terrible day, and that throws off how they see things. Maybe you're having a great day, and you're like, God, why is everyone so cranky? But when you're having a bad day, you don't want everyone being all happy. I'm hoping this is clear. In my head, it's clear. I'm not sure if it's coming out as clearly as I want. Everybody comes with their own perception, experience, beliefs, and the big things and the small things, everything on that continuum, the really important things and the things that really don't matter. They're allowed to have them. I'm allowed to have them. You're allowed to have them. And especially when it comes to the smaller things, maybe a little bit less judgment and just go, they're looking at the 6. And it's just not worth getting in that argument because I'm clearly seeing a 9. Pick and choose your battles also. Even though you think we're in the same experience, we might be, but we experience it differently. All right, I hope that made sense. In my head it did. I will see you in a couple of days for the next Monday with Molly. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Flip your 20. Peace.